Hello, good morning, good morning. What's up, Kansas City? You're here with Real with Tennille, and we're interviewing international celebrity chef David Ewan. It is such a pleasure to have him here with us, and he's going to talk to us about some traditional dishes, what it takes to be a chef, and where you can go to get all this good food for your catering needs. All right, so Mr. Ewan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm from Jamaica. I love to cook. Cooking is a passion. I I've been doing cooking for the last 4.5 years. I went to culinary school in Michigan. Um, I did that for 2 to 3 years, and then I've been cooking ever since. But cooking is something that you really have to love, and love it, not just love it, but with a passion in order for you to be successful.
So can anybody be a chef, or does it really take skill, or is it the will? What is it?
It takes everything. It takes skills. It takes practice. You really have to practice a lot. And anybody, yes, could be a chef. But again, it's a lot of dedication. You have to dedicate yourself to it and really love it.
So anybody can be a chef, but they just can't be you. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Tell us about your catering company, Divine Catering. How did you come up with the name? Because the food is definitely divine. It is so heavenly. And you're definitely going to see me get my eat on today.
Okay. Divine Catering, it's a name that was inspired. It's inspired by God because I was trying to find a name for my catering company, and I've searched, I've tried many names, but none of them really
Has a
sounds
wow
like,
factor?
yeah. So I said, cooking, it's an inspiration, and it was inspired by God. I know of a fact that His hands is in it. So I said, okay, I need a name that has something to do with God. So I gave it the name Divine Catering.
Now, since you mentioned that you're from Jamaica, tell us about some of the Jamaican dishes that are staples from your homeland.
Um, we love, as long as you're in Jamaica, some of the dishes that definitely you're going to be introduced to is like the jerk chicken, jerk pork, ackee and saltfish, which is our national dish. You're going to introduce to the rice and peas, steamed fish, snapper,
Now, is that one of
dolphin.
your favorite fishes to cook? What is the snapper and why?
Snapper is very tasty. It's like it melts in your mouth, and it's also easy to work with, and I really enjoy it. It's very common on the island.
Now, I have to ask you something because you have the fresh produce. Is it really better to use fresh produce than use stuff out the can or out the bag? Because I'm a steam fresh girl.
Right. Freshness is always best.
Okay.
So if you're going to use fresh ingredients, you're definitely going to get a better end result. There are some ingredients that might call for a few dry ingredients, but as a chef, 95% of the times to 100% you want to use everything that's fresh. You're going to get a better result. Your food is going to taste much better. The appearance is going to be different. It's going to be great appearance. So that's something I enjoy using.
Now, you have some dishes for us today. Tell us about some of these dishes that you have set up for us.
Okay, it's my pleasure. This salad here, it's a Icamo salad, and it's natural vegetables. It's like carrots, zucchini, cucumbers, a little lemon juice, some cilantro.
Now, for
And
people who don't know what jicama is, what exactly is that?
Icamo is it's a vegetable from Mexico. It's also called a turnip. They call it turnip sometimes,
Okay.
and it's very crunchy. Sometimes it's also used to make fries.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So, are most of these dishes or most of the foods that you make, are they healthy dishes?
This is extreme. Sure, they are. And as we touch back, even on the salad here is extremely healthy.
Okay.
You would not have any problem eating as much as you can because it's the dressing. It's olive oil. It's tossed in virgin olive oil, little salt and pepper, and some cilantro. So it's extremely healthy for you. Like a person who's trying to really control their weight.
Okay, like myself, I'm trying to lose 30 pounds in 30 days.
I would recommend this salad anytime.
Awesome. Okay, now tell me, what is this?
This is a oyster glazed chicken. Is you could say chicken kebab. The oyster glaze, it's a Japanese. It's like a Japanese barbecue sauce. Okay. It's natural. It's soy sauce, garlic, those kind of ingredients, and it's excellent in meat, chicken, fish, beef. It's great.
Awesome.
And I have a cheddar mashed potato. It's mashed potatoes. This is excellent. I know you heard the word cheddar. It sounds like, okay, it's cheese and it's too fattening, but actually this is a low-fat cheddar.
Okay.
There's some sour cream.
Fresh butter, I hope. Is there a lot of butter in here? Please say it is.
There is not. It's very balanced, so it's not like one ingredient overpowering the other ingredients. So it's balanced and it's pretty good. I made a healthy meal here today.
Awesome. Okay, what about our veggies? This is our vegetable medley here. He will actually make you like Brussels sprouts. Can you believe it?
Yeah, this Brussels sprouts it's my own recipe also. It's they were blanched first, and then I cooked it in aluminum foil in the oven, a little bacon bits, some red peppers and onions, all julienne, and just a little tip of butter.
Tip of butter. Gotta have that butter.
And it's
Black folks like butter. We don't do margarine. We do butter and lard. Okay, sorry.
And it's infused in it and then baked in the oven, like roasted for another 15-20 minutes.
Okay. Now this is my all-time favorite in the world. I mean, literally, if the Lord calls me home now, this is gonna be the last thing I want before I go.
This is a red wine thyme braised short ribs. So it's really good. It's great.
Tell us what's in it. I like it. I just want to reach over here. You're not supposed to reach in front of people. But tell us about this red wine Shiraz that it is braised in.
This is a Australian Shiraz. Very young, 2012. I try to go with that year where it's not too strong. So using the Shiraz in the short ribs, it's just right. So it helps to fortify the short ribs, which makes it much richer and better tasting ribs. So it's great using the short ribs. Also use some tomato paste.
Now, I was very surprised, no joke, when he told me that it was wine and tomatoes in this braised beef dish, because I actually would not have eaten it if I had known that all that was in there. I'm not really a big fan of tomatoes. We're going to talk about some more of these dishes, and then you're going to see us dig in. But I really want you to look at his presentation. He has actually made plated dishes of the dishes that he made for us to sample today. And I actually do not do any events without him being able to come cater. I love doing motivational and empowerment events all over, and if he's not able to cater, then I have to postpone my dates, because it is about presentation and it is about excellence. Now tell me about, if you could cook for anybody in the world, who would you cook for?
I would love to cook for Oprah Winfrey. She's always one of my idols. I used to watch her TV shows a lot. I love to watch her shows, and who knows, maybe one of these days I might be even cooking for one of the presidents of the United States.
Michelle and Barack.
Michelle.
We see ya. Holler at us.
So anytime I am available. I love to cook. Cooking is a passion.
Now, do you just cook traditional Jamaican dishes, or do you do Asian, Thai, American, a little bit of everything?
Yes, a little bit of everything. I would say I do more international cuisine. So yes, it's gonna be like American cuisine, French, Italian, Mexican. Those are just a few of the country's cuisine that I do prepare. Um, Jamaican, I do a little Jamaican, but not on a regular basis, knowing that I went to school for culinary arts here.
Okay.
So I end up doing more of the dishes that I went to school for.
Do you find that Jamaicans or Caribbean people are healthier than Americans?
I would not say it's so, but I could say though that the dishes back home, it's we cook with less sauce. It's less sauces you're gonna get, like the jerk chicken and jerk pork. There's not too much sauce to it. So the sauce is always on the side versus a lot of these dishes that the sauce is prepared.
So then is the sauce just to enhance or is it to just overpower? What is the purpose of the sauce? Does good food even need sauce? Because I know I don't really, like barbecue sauce on my barbecue. I be like a good meat, don't need no sauce. But am I wrong?
Not really. It depends on the individual. Sauce do enhances your food.
Okay.
Because your sauce could be a balance to the food. A lot of times, as a chef, you're going to make your sauce based on what you're preparing.
Okay. Can I get my eat on? Can I do a little sample real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Now, guys, I don't know how to eat and look cute, so I'm just going to get my grub on for a little bit. Oh, my gosh. And I'm glad he had a fork because that would have been really ghetto to probably use my fingers, wouldn't it? I am telling you, how do people get in contact with you? How do we find you?
You could find me through my email.
Can we marry you? Are you married?
Yes, I'm married. Married with 4 children. But
so y'all don't do Lunchables at your house?
Yeah, you definitely could contact me through my email.
And what is it?
It's David_E_US@yahoo.com.
Can you say that one more time for our audience?
Yes, David_E_US@yahoo.com. And my other contact number is 816, which is the area code 213-2244.
We're not supposed to talk with food in our mouth, but tell me about some of the other dishes that you like to make that are out displayed today.
I love to. Well, I grew up on the island where seafood is like our primary dish. So,
so what is that, like shrimp, conch fish? What is that?
Right, shrimp, conch, those fishes that we touched on earlier, like snapper, grouper, barracuda.
What?
There's a big fish that looks like a dolphin.
People really eat that?
Barracuda, yes.
Isn't that dangerous?
It could sometimes. It depends on when, what time of the year. But I really like to cook seafood, rice and peas.
Something I want to ask about, because in visiting Jamaica, the sweetest fruit I have ever had in my life was the grapefruit. And I need to know the secret. Like, it was sweeter than any pineapple I ever had, and it definitely didn't taste like any grapefruit I've ever had in the States. What's up with that Jamaican grapefruit?
There is no secret to it. It's those grapefruits, they're allowed to be on the trees like for a long time. So, it's like natural maturity. It matures on the tree before we really reaped those fruits. So it's great. I grew up on grapefruit. I remember when I was a child, growing up, sometimes my only meal of the day was grapefruit,
Are you serious?
Yeah. So it's good. It makes you strong. It makes you healthy.
I'm sure it makes you strong and healthy. Tell us a little bit about this. I think this is some type of dessert, and I get to set on fire, perhaps.
Yes, these are creme brulees.
And what is creme brulee? It sounds real fancy.
Yeah, it is. In French, it's burnt custard. So
It's like a cake I made yesterday for my grandma. They said it was custard's last stand.
normally is you're okay. Thank you. Normally it's a custard. It's eggs, egg yolks, and heavy cream, vanilla beans, a little sugar, and
Now, what kind of sugar? Is this regular sugar or is this raw sugar?
in the creme brulee mix we use the granulated sugar, and then to top it off it's the sugar in the raw.
And what is sugar in the raw?
The sugar in the raw.
Can I get my spray on?
Sure. Let me get it out.
I know, I don't want to be looking like Michael Jackson up here. We love you, Mike.
We do. Okay.
And we'll cook for your family, too.
All right, let me.
No, I want to do it. I want to,
Okay, just
right, feel empowered.
hold this button down here.
Oh, Lord, I got to hold
Just
something
put it
down.
here.
Oh, Jesus. It's a fire. Sweetie Brown said, good Lord, it's a fire.
For you.
So I will not be the next top chef, apparently.
This for you first.
Okay, show
Just
me.
keep it pressing right here.
Okay. We got it pressed in, and then I'm
Just
left-handed.
burn it on the table so
Okay.
you don't burn yourself.
Oh, okay.
And you could hold it closer.
We want to get it closer because we want to get this nice burnt caramelized glaze that you see. Now, if it catches on fire, do we have insurance for that in the studio? All right. That better be enough for the burn. Now, since I don't know how hot this is, I'm going to let you see my handiwork. And then I'm going to taste one of these that we already have prepared. And are you supposed to eat this with a spoon or a fork? What's the proper French way?
You want to eat it with a spoon.
Oh, good. I finally got it right. Do you use your left hand? Do you have your pinky sticking out? What you doing?
Whichever way is more comfortable.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Can you make like a bucket of this?
Oh my God! Oh yeah.
How many calories is this? Sorry. How many calories? I'm not saying this to be funny, but when you on a cooking show, it is so hard to just sit and be taking little bites. Like, I just want to be like,
Everything here are low calories, so you don't have to worry too much about your calories intake.
So is this less than 2,500 calories for a day?
It's less than.
So we can have, now we just have to repeat this because see if he's sincere. We can have braised short ribs in butter, olive oil, and wine. We can have mashed potatoes with cheddar, butter, and sour cream. And we can have our roasted vegetable medley with peppers, bacon, onions, and Brussels sprouts for less than 2,500 calories.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to pay you. Send me pay that.
It sure can.
Now, I don't know. I'm going to just tell this little story. I met him at Rudy and Renee's house. They had a taste test for you. Tell us a little bit about the coming out party.
Renee and Rudy, I must say, they're great friends, I thank both of them for opening up their house to me and my family. We did a tasting there. That was the day I launched my business. And
how many dishes? You had over like 20 dishes there, was it?
Yeah, we did. There were so many items there, like 2 soups.
He knows how to make homemade potato chips, pita chips, non-alcoholic vegetables, breakfast, lunch, dinner, anything you could possibly think of that comes to mind. He is the man. And I've said that if you had it one time, you're going to want his food for a lifetime.
Thank you.
All right. We're here with Divine Catering. Any last words, any little wrap up, something you want to tell us before I just get my grub on once the camera goes off and pack up all the food and take it home for myself?
Well, cooking, first and foremost, cooking is a passion. I love to cook. I'm in the kitchen 24/7. After work, I'm in the kitchen. Before
What's your
work,
kids'
I'm in
favorite
the
meal? I
kitchen.
hate to interrupt, but there's something I really wanted to know. What is your favorite dish that your kids like?
They love my pancakes. I made those pancakes from scratch. I'm, Daddy, more pancakes. Daddy, more pancakes. So I think that's awesome,
Okay. This has really been an awesome treat and such a pleasure. Tell us one more time how they get in touch with you, and then I'm going to give us our last words.
you could reach me at my cell. My cell phone number is 816-213-2244, or by email, which is david_e_us@yahoo.com.
Also, what is, if someone wanted to have their event, wedding, bar mitzvah, birthday party professionally catered, what is a rough estimate of what they could be expecting to pay? And don't be modest, because you truly do get what you pay for. So let us know how much, just this spread right here, this would feed maybe about, 3 to 5 people? How much would this cost just right here?
3 to 5 people? It's kind of hard to say.
Okay.
I would have to really sit down with the person to work that out.
Okay.
First, I wouldn't want to commit myself to a price, but...
well, I'm just going to tell you this, since he's being modest, you cannot get all this for $10 a person. I'm sorry. You're going to have to go to Old Country Buffet.
And you won't find short ribs there, right?
Right. You would not find braised short ribs, especially not in the red wine. Well, I want to thank you so much for being my guest today. Once again, I'm Tennille, and I'm here with international celebrity chef David Ewan. Want to give a special thanks to whatsupkansascity.net for letting us be here today. Please go check out whatsupkansascity.net and check out the Real with Tennille interviews. We would love to see you and have you. Also, please support Mr. Ewan. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, there is no better food. It is all about excellence. And if you want something great, then Divine Catering is the way to go. See ya.
What's up, Kansas City? I'm Brianna Garlington.
I'm Charles Williams.
And I'm Derek Parker.
And we are CMG.
CMG.
And we would like to welcome you to follow both websites. That's whatsupkansascity.net and cascadesports.tv.
Some of our programs consist of Are You Awoke?, Coach's Corner, and many more interviews, news, and blogs.
Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram at Cascade Media Group and Twitter at What's Up KC and Cascade Sports.
And remember, the victory we call success
Goes to the best prepared.
And when you invest in your community,
You are really just investing in yourself.
So don't just like it, share it.